Hey guys, what's up? This is Krazak here. Welcome back one more time. This week, I originally planned to do something around the theme of Easter, mentioning that Easter is right around the corner. If you guys are listening later, then happy Easter. Probably a little bit too late, but that's not the thing. The thing is, instead, it ended up being a bit different, a little bit different than I expected, and I guess that's a good thing. But let's go ahead, let's begin. I heard a song on the radio recently. It said, Dream Small. It's a song that I've heard all over the place all of a sudden, and I really can't explain it, but every time I hear it, it kind of bothers me, honestly. Dream Small. Like, it was meant to be an encouragement, as in saying just a couple examples of how people help out in their community and make the world a better place. But I want to challenge that thought, that idea. Now, see, I already said that I believe in God. And this being said, I believe that God is not a God of small dreams. Rather, he usually asks us to do things we would normally think are impossible, a lot bigger than us, even. What I'd say instead is to dream big with God ahead of it all. And more than that, it's not just dream big as in our own dreams. But no, these are God-sized dreams. These are dreams that we normally wouldn't be able to accomplish without Him. Things that make an impact, things that we would normally never do on our own. The thing about small dreaming, I feel it makes us complacent, makes us lazy. We put limits on what we can or can't dream, or how big or small we can dream. And our imaginations, our aspirations, etc. Yes, there's a point in focus by developing our dreams, or shrinking, as you could say, our dreams. But I'd say that it almost creates the opposite effect, in which bringing your dream more into focus doesn't make it smaller, but rather bigger, does it not? I may be wrong in this, and I'm openly admitting that I may be wrong. It's one of those things where it just doesn't make sense to me why someone would want to tell you, hey, you need to dream small. You need to not do so much. You need to chill. You need to relax. I mean, yeah, I understand relax a bit, but like, if you're doing something that's a good thing that you're supposed to be doing, why would someone to tell you, stop it? Likewise, are we not supposed to give it everything we've got just because of a small dream, or people are telling us, hey, you need to stop? I feel that dreaming doesn't just require like small sacrifice, like, I'll get to it. No, dreaming, following your dream, it requires a big sacrifice, big giving out of yourself. Wherever you are, put everything you can into your job, or your schooling, or life, your family, your relationships. These are things that we really put everything into, and we should. It's one of those things that we need to develop. It's one of those things where if we start small and yet we dream of getting bigger and we work towards that, will not that dream be rewarded to us in one way, shape, or form? The thing is, being responsible for little things, like right now, say I have just this small job at a fast food restaurant, which it's true. I do. I pretty much admit it's a dead end job at a fast food restaurant. But where I'm going with it, it's teaching me how to do teamwork. It's teaching me how to work with a team and really communicate and even by expansion, minister to others by the simple act of giving everything I have. I make myself above blame. Not to say that I never do anything wrong, but in saying, hey, this guy isn't lazy. This guy gives it everything he's got. How in how in the world is there anything wrong with that? And no, this doesn't make me a workaholic either, but working hard to do everything I need to do. See, the thing is, those is based off of faith. It doesn't mean that it's not applicable to life. It's one of those things where just in life, you need to work, pretty much. You need to give it your all. Work is work. You need to buckle down and do it. There's a time for work and a time for rest. And I wouldn't have thought that it would have gotten so much about work ethic or whatever, but it's true. Kind of one of those journal thoughts. Coming all the way from just dreaming small to give it everything you've got. Dream big. Don't be afraid to aim for the best that you can give, no matter where you are, whether you're a part of the faith or you're not. But in addition to this, I feel that I can offer up an example. In the story of salvation, which, if you watched my last one, I explained very generally, and if you didn't, then go back and watch it. I aim to really start a journey with you guys, and I hope that you tag along for the ride. But the story of salvation tells us that God has a dream of saving all of humanity. Not just part of it. Not one person, not 10 people, not 100 people, or 1,000, or 1,000,000, or 1,000,000,000. No. Everyone. All of them. Anywhere. Anytime. Past, present, future. Now, I don't know about you, but providing saving grace for everyone who has ever lived and ever will live does not sound like a small-sized dream to me. And I'd say that this idea of a small dream gets it wrong. That because of this, we're supposed to dream big. Because of this, we're supposed to give everything we have. And yes, we're going to go through trial. We're going to go through those barriers where people are going to disagree with us. Yes, it's true. You cannot please everyone, and you have to know that now. You are going to go through the desert where things seem as if they're not going anywhere. You seem to be in a dead end, in a rut, but yet you can still see that you're moving ahead, that you're making progress. Or even if you can't, as long as you keep moving forward, keep working with everything you've got, who's to say that desert isn't going to end? How else did people find the end of the desert, other than to keep surviving and making it through? Now, there's also a time of rest, where you're able to get your strength back. And then at last, there's a time of reward, where you get to see everything that you worked towards, all that you've dreamed towards, is finally coming into place. And yes, there were likely to be some unexpected bumps along the way. You might have lost a lot. I know I have personally. But in the end, I know it's going to be worth it. Even if I don't get very far, quote unquote, in life, I don't plan on aiming to be super rich or super famous or whatever. But I aim to do what I need to do. And I feel that I'll be rewarded for it. And with that, I feel that you guys should too. It's more of a general thought. I don't really know the impacts that this has on you guys. But thank you guys for stopping by so much. I really appreciate you sticking around, listening to me just talk. I don't think it's rant, but just to talk, just to be able to express myself, and to be able to be down to earth and real with you guys. means a lot to me, and I hope it really means a lot to you. From what I've heard from you guys, from a community, I've seen amazing results so far, and I hope to really be able to continue to see this. But it takes your guys' support. It takes you guys constantly coming back, taking part in the discussion, taking part in this journey. But in the end, it's just a huge thank you. I really hope that I can offer up that little bit of help, that little bit of encouragement. If it keeps you moving along your journey, then I guess I've done something right. But I should probably wrap things up. Thank you guys for listening once more. This is Krazak, respectfully submitted, signing off.